Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Tuesday, November 25th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Cullman police are investigating after a woman was struck and killed by a vehicle Saturday night, what we know so far. Plus, the Link of Cullman County turns a drive-thru into a day of Thanksgiving hope. And Wreaths Across America is expanding in Cullman County. We'll show you how local volunteers are working to make sure every veteran's grave is honored with a holiday wreath this year. All this plus weather and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. A Cullman woman died after being struck by a vehicle Saturday night on Lessman Street Southwest near Parker Avenue Southwest at approximately 9:55 p.m., according to Cullman County Coroner Jeremy Kilpatrick. 48-year-old Crystal Lynn Brooks of Cullman was pronounced dead at Cullman Regional Hospital on November 22nd. The Cullman Police Department's Traffic Homicide Unit is actively investigating the incident. No further details are available at this time. As Thanksgiving gets closer, one Cullman nonprofit is making sure families don't have to choose between paying bills and putting a holiday meal on the table. At the Link of Cullman County, a special drive-thru this weekend turned into a record-setting day of food and a powerful reminder that this community shows up for its neighbors. Annabelle Howes has more.
The Cullman community came together on Saturday at the Link of Cullman County to help make Thanksgiving a little brighter for local families. Volunteers from churches, banks, and organizations teamed up to hand out holiday bags and donated turkeys.
In total, 361 people drove through the distribution line. Organizers say the community provided more than 450 bags and 150 turkeys, a record turnout.
One of the most meaningful additions to this year was a prayer station. Volunteers held signs offering prayer, and more than half the cars stopped. Tonya Stevens, case intake manager at the Link, says the support touched many people, including one woman whose husband has been in the ICU for months. She told volunteers he spoke for the first time that morning, calling it a miracle they'd long been praying for. Community Outreach Coordinator Avery Heiss says the biggest takeaway was simple. People felt seen, supported, and loved. The Link thanked every volunteer and donor who made the event possible. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today.
3 Cullman County cemeteries are joining a national tradition this Christmas season as part of Wreaths Across America. On Saturday, December 13th, ceremonies will be held at 10 a.m. at Cullman City Cemetery and Holly Pond Cemetery, with Duck River Cemetery holding its wreath placement at noon. The goal is simple but powerful. Place evergreen wreaths on veterans' graves and speak each name aloud so their service is remembered. This year, Cullman supporters have sponsored 1,410 wreaths, about 13% over the local goal, enough to cover every veteran's grave at Cullman City Cemetery and begin expanding to other sites. What started with about 300 wreaths the first year has grown into a countywide effort led locally by the Dripping Springs chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution and coordinator Anita Winslow, with strong support from churches, civic groups, businesses, and families. For the first time, Holly Pond Cemetery will host its own ceremony, and Duck River is participating for a second year, allowing more than 400 additional veterans to be honored. Anyone who wants to sponsor a wreath or volunteer to help place them can find details at wreathsacrossamerica.org. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up next, Cullman Regional's Lights of Love is back. How a simple donation can honor someone special and help support local health care this holiday season. Plus, Rickwood Caverns is glowing again. We'll introduce you to Wonderland Under Warrior, the underground holiday light show. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. If you're looking for gift ideas that feel personal and support local shops, we've got you covered. For the sweet tooth on your list, Seven Daughters Scoops is offering a 24 Days of Ice Cream Advent Calendar, 24 different flavors for $65. You can pre-order now and pick up November 29th through 30th at their Flying 50 hotel location, or just stop by their 2nd Avenue shop to treat yourself. For the book lover, Branch Books 2 puts together blind date with a book packages in each store. Each one is wrapped with a mystery title, a short description on the front, and extras like bookmarks and tea, with special versions for kids and even baby gift baskets. You can browse their selection at 2038 Pear Drive Northwest in Cullman. Rickwood Caverns State Park is getting ready to glow again as Wonderland Under Warrior returns for its 9th year. The walk-through holiday attraction transforms the cave into an underground light show with themed rooms, elf villages, dancing lights, and glacier cabins designed to wow kids and adults alike. The experience starts as soon as you enter the park with outdoor displays leading down to the cave entrance. Inside, guests take a self-guided half-mile tour and can also visit Santa in the Nature Center most days from November 28th through December 22nd. Wonderland Under Warrior runs through January 4th, including New Year's Day, but will be closed on some holidays and select weekdays. Park staff strongly recommends reservations, which can be made online or by calling Rickwood Caverns State Park. The Cullman Housing Authority is planning a little holiday break just for adults. On Tuesday, December 9th, residents 18 and older are invited to a kid-free movie day at the Hilltop Community Center starting at noon. Executive Director Markeisha Griffin says this is the first time they've hosted an event like this, and it's designed for residents who are young at heart and ready for a relaxing afternoon. The holiday favorite Elf will be on the big screen along with a second movie, and there will be plenty of snacks to enjoy while everyone gets into the Christmas spirit. Tickets are required and must be picked up at the Housing Authority office by December 1st to reserve a spot. For details, residents can call 256-734-6171 or stop by the office during normal business hours. Cullman Regional Foundation is inviting the community to its Dr. Herman C. Ensor Lights of Love ceremony on Tuesday, December 9th at 6 p.m. at St. John's Christ Hall. This year's program will honor Cullman Regional hospice patients, remember James Edge, and recognize Cindy Ponder. For a tax-deductible gift of $20, $40, $60 or more, a light is placed on the Christmas tree at Cullman Regional in honor of memory of someone special. Donations help support the Foundation's mission of advancing healthcare services at the hospital. Those being honored or remembered receive a special acknowledgement card, and names will be included in the ceremony if gifts are received by December 8th. Donations can be made online at cullmanregional.com under the Foundation Events page, or by calling 256-737-2565. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week. Faye Elnora McGriff passed away Saturday, November 22nd. Funeral service and interment will be held today at New Hope No. 2 Baptist Church in Holly Pond. Visitation will be from 11 to 1 p.m., followed by service at 1. Catherine Short, 72, of Bremen, passed away on Saturday, November 22nd. A celebration of life will be held at a later date. Beverly Ann McFall Killow, 78, of Cullman, passed away on Sunday, November 23rd. Funeral service will be held Friday, November 28th at 2 p.m. Visitation will be held from 1 until the services begin. All services will be held in the Holly Pond Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow in Holly Pond Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today is going to be a wet and stormy day. We're looking at showers and a few thunderstorms on and off with a high around 70. Winds will be a bit gusty at times, 15 to 25 miles per hour, so hang on to the umbrella if you're out and about. Tonight, rain and storms will taper off through the evening with just a few leftover showers before midnight. We'll stay mostly cloudy and drop to around 50. Tomorrow, big changes, much cooler and drier, mostly sunny but highs only in the mid-50s with a light northwest breeze. Tomorrow night, clear and cold with lows dropping down near freezing around 32. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.